Alright everybody, before we get into the video, I need to hear from you guys. I'm gonna do my first ever Q&A video. So I need you to hit me up with as many questions as you might have. And you can leave them in the comments on this video, or you can email me directly at gillette26@comcast.net. Any way you want to do it is fine with me. If you have multiple questions, send them all in. I'll answer all the questions that I get, and we'll have that video up in the middle of October, I believe. Also coming up, I've got an awesome collaboration with my good YouTube friend Rachel Lurch. So that's coming up in the very near future. I'd like to say the second weekend of October-ish. Don't hold me to that. We both have crazy busy schedules, but I definitely have a collaboration coming up with the great Rachel Lurch. So look forward to that. Her channel is awesome. If you haven't seen her, go check her out. She's amazing. She's a great photographer, and she's full of joy. So like I've said before, you cannot watch one of her videos without feeling good at the end, which is nice. So go check her out, and look for the collaboration with me and Rachel coming up in the not too distant future. So alright, back to the video. This week we are talking about making money with your photography. It's a subject I see quite often, you know, on Facebook and the different groups. Everybody's reaching out and asking, so what is it that you do to support your photography addiction? Are you able to make money from photography? Are you able to support yourself with your photography? Short answer for me is yes, you can make money with your photography if you are willing to branch out, if you're willing to try to incorporate multiple revenue streams, and also if you're willing to put in the work. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen quickly at all. It's kind of like your YouTube channel, if you have one. That is a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? So building up a photography business and making any money is not going to happen overnight. And making an income where you're going to be able to support yourself or your family, that's a long haul that you've got to be prepared for and willing to put in the work for. But today I'm going to go over some ways that I make money with my photography, and I make enough money throughout the year to support doing the things that I want to do that are photography related, whether it's paying, you know, $10 a month for Photoshop, or, you know, a subscription to Epidemic Sound, or going on, you know, a trip here or there, you know, buying a lens, upgrading my camera, upgrading software, you know, things like that. So it's nice to have, you know, a little bit of a side hustle that you can do with your with your hobby or with your passion. So jumping right into it, the first one, I'm gonna just throw it out there. I'm not personally big into it. I have been a contributor to one of the sites for a long time, but and it's stock photography. There's a million different host sites out there that you can contribute to. Some are better than others. You definitely want to do your research so you know what you're getting into. But if you put up images consistently and you find yourself getting into a groove or a niche, and that niche continues to grow, you're starting to learn what's selling and what's selling often, and you put in the work and you're willing to wait, you can amass a large enough catalog of images in stock photography where maybe you can make a couple $100, $300, whatever, a month. And obviously the harder you work, the more you can get out of it. I'll tell you right now, you know, a couple $100, $300 a month for me would certainly support a lot of the stuff that I want to do with my photography. Is it gonna put a roof over my head and food in the refrigerator, gas in the tank and all that stuff? No. I mean, it might help, but it's not going to be your sole income unless you're one of those people that has a million images up on one of the sites, and they're all, you know, and a good chunk of them, good percentage of them are being purchased. All right, next up, portraits. The business world, you know, people are on LinkedIn. People are now more conscious than ever before about having a good image, right? Their LinkedIn accounts, or their Facebook or Twitter, or, you know, any social media. If they're running their own business, trying to do anything like that, they will pay to have a professional portrait taken. You don't necessarily have to have all the lighting set up. You know, you don't have to have a 3-light setup to go get quality, professional looking business portraits. It's good to have a backdrop that is professional looking, and obviously you want to have a good lens and a tripod so you can be steady. But you can do a quality professional business portrait at home, inside, outside. You can definitely do that. Other portraits, senior portraits, I've done a ton. This is something I've done a ton of. Senior portraits, you can, you know, charge anywhere from, you know, $175 to, you know, $300-$400 depending on what you're doing, how many locations, the equipment that you're bringing, the time that you're giving them, the shooting time that you're giving them, if you do prints for them or not. You know, it all adds up. So, you know, senior portraits, that's a big one. You know, the so-called professionals around me want, you know, like $1,000. So there's a lot of people out there that don't want to pay that much for senior portraits. So if you can provide quality craftsmanship, good poses, good locations, and package it all together, you can definitely make some decent money shooting senior, you know, high school portraits. Next on the list is action sports, team sports. And, you know, I have shot a lot of high school football. And what you can do is you can speak to the athletic director, get his or her okay to go onto the field, shoot images, as long as you share some of your best images with the school so they can use it on their website or their school paper, you know, things like that. I have found that they're very easygoing about letting you come onto the field. You obviously have to stay out of the way of the players and the coaches and all that stuff, the referees. But yeah, you can get down on the field, you shoot, you know, a game, and obviously you want to process your images. You put them up. You have to have a website or Dropbox or something where the people can come and view the images. But ideally you'll have a website. People can go to your website, view the gallery, and then purchase the images that they want to purchase. And if your website is hooked up to a lab, you can sell prints, you can sell digital downloads. Sky's the limit, really. You just have to market yourself. You have to get in with the athletic director, get in with the coaches, the head coaches, so they know you're out there and they know what images you can provide and what you're capable of. I've had coaches invite me into the locker room to get some pictures at halftime when they're having their talk. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. You never know what's going to happen. You can do individual pictures which is a little bit of a crapshoot, you know, to be honest. If you just put it out there to the parents, say, hey, you know, I'm Garrick Gillette Photography. I'm going to be at your game. I'm going to be shooting high quality, high resolution, stop action images with a, you know, great camera and great lens and all that stuff. You sell yourself to the people. You can sell them individual images, which is a crapshoot, or if you can get with the team mom, that's critical. That's a key component. Get to know the team mom before the season starts and say, hey, look, I can come to 6 of your games, you know, 3 home games, 3 away games. I'll shoot the whole game. I'll put the images up on my site. You can go download them, and I just need X amount per game. So I think the last time I did that was a couple years ago, and it was $200 per game, right? So I did, you know, 6 games or maybe 7 games. It's 3 hours a game plus travel plus all your post-processing time and uploading and, you know, memory cards and all that stuff. So when you're selling, you know, you got to factor in all the work that you're doing. Don't sell yourself short. All right, so next on the list, this is something a lot of you probably have done for family or friends, is to do a calendar. Take 12 of your prints, or I don't know, some calendars go 16 months. Take the number of prints, print up a calendar. There's a million sites out there that'll do it for you. Just make a couple and take them out. Take them to different events. If you shoot sports, take them to a sporting event. Pass them around. Let them know, hey, I could do this for your team too. Golf courses, another one. If they'll let you on, you can shoot a golf course. They love that stuff. I mean, and you can sell those calendars at golf courses for, I don't know, 25 bucks a piece. So that's not bad. You make a pretty decent profit margin when you sell enough of those. So, and all the real serious golfers, they all have their course, right, that they love. So it's another one. Doing calendars, and friends and family love your landscape imagery. That stuff you can always sell. And if you shoot local landscapes, you've got a beautiful park right close to you. You can shoot local landscapes. Go to a gas station, see if you can put 10 of them in there and see if they'll sell them for you. Either you're going to get hit with a consignment, but you know, what the heck, you never know. So calendars are a great option. Plus it's just fun to do. And if you do it for the family, you can put everybody's birthdays on there so you don't forget your mom's birthday or your wife's, in my case. Alright, quite possibly my favorite one of them all is up next, and that's the real estate business. Real estate business is actually pretty hot right now for buyers. But even throughout the year, the real estate industry has figured out that good imagery sets them apart and helps them sell their homes much faster. So I have been fortunate enough to work with a couple real estate agents in my area and have established really good working relationships with them, and they call me all the time to come shoot their homes. And it's not just the big $1 million homes that they're going to sell. It's the regular homes that they want imagery for, because again, it sets them apart. It draws the buyer in. You gotta have good imagery to compete in this real estate industry. So that's a really good one, and I'll tell you right out, I charge $145, and that's just for the imagery. I go and take the pictures, process them, upload them to my website, send a password to the real estate agent. They can download them, and it's a really smooth and easy process. The actual photography part of it, it can be challenging. You definitely need a wide angle lens. You need a good flash. You want to be off camera with your flash. I've got just it's a Yangnuo 865, I believe is the model number, flash. I put it on a light stand and I put it up about a foot below the ceiling, and I bounce the flash off the ceiling to help illuminate the room. But real estate photography, doing it good, can be challenging, and it's, you know, it takes some practice, that's for sure. But once you get the hang of it and understand how to resolve those problems that you get into, you know, small bathrooms, big mirrors, painted ceilings, right? Because now if you're going to bounce your flash off that ceiling, you're going to get that color cast all through your image. So, you know, there's lots of big bright windows, and you have to shoot into the window to show the room, how to show the rooms. So there's a lot, but there's good YouTube people out there as well. I'll put their names in the description below. But that's it. You can make money with your photography. You don't have to have 10 million subscribers on YouTube or, you know, on your Instagram or whatever. You can make a little bit of money to help you keep going with your photography and buy a new lens or upgrade your camera, whatever. So yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. And if you did, please drop me a comment, drop me a like, let me know what you think. And or if you have any other suggestions on how you make a few dollars with your photography habit. So, alright folks, thank you so much for stopping by. I am Garrick, and I am your best friend in the whole wide world. So hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next week, folks. Thank you so much. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
I heard you and your missus had gone your separate ways. I guess I should feel sorry, but I for one still dream about those days when we played